Thinking about moving to Ottawa? Hold up, because there are a few things you absolutely need to know first. From weather surprises, to neighborhood gems, to deal-breaking mistakes. I'm going to give you the real story of what it's like to actually live here. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it. Hey, Peter Tulin here with Living in Ottawa, and if you're curious about what life's really like here, from housing to schools to parks to neighborhoods, you're in the right place. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a future video. And whether you're planning to move or just doing some research, we're here to help you every step of the way. And there's a lot to love about living in Ottawa, but also a few things you'll want to be ready for. And trust me, you'll want to stick around to the end because the last one could make or break your decision to actually move here. Ottawa's weather is no joke. Winters are long, snowy, and brutally cold. It's not uncommon to see temperatures dip below -30. And snow tires aren't optional, they're a necessity. But it's not all bad news. Summers in Ottawa are absolutely beautiful, warm, green, and filled with festivals, patios, and outdoor fun. And fall is truly magical, and the city comes alive with the color changes with the trees. With easy access to hundreds of kilometers of nature trails, it's the best season to soak it all in. Whether you're hiking the Greenbelt, or even apple picking with the kids, or grabbing a pumpkin spice latte and going for a stroll, it's a great way to soak it all in. And spring through short, and it's sweet, as we shake off the snow and tulips bloom everywhere. The city actually hosts the Canadian Tulip Festival, and outdoor events begin to kick off during this season. And you'll love all 4 seasons in Ottawa. They won't disappoint. Just be ready for that winter punch. Now, a little bit of a local tip. Invest in a good pair of waterproof winter boots and quality snow tires. And for the best fall colors, check out Jack Pine Trail and Gatineau's Park Champlain Lookout. Ottawa is Canada's capital, and being bilingual is a big part of our identity. And while English is the dominant language, the East End, like Orleans and parts of Vanier, and even further out to French-speaking eastern townships, has a very strong French-speaking community. And this matters, especially for families with school-age kids. Ottawa has 4 school boards: English Public, English Catholic, French Public, and French Catholic. And knowing which board you want can help guide your neighborhood choice. Even if you don't speak French, you still want to get by perfectly fine. But being aware of the city's bilingual character helps with everything from signage to services in certain areas. Ottawa's layout is one of the most important things to understand before you move. The city is divided into 4 different areas: east, west, south, and central core area. And suburban hubs like Barrhaven, Orleans, and Canada can actually be 25 to 40 minutes from downtown during peak hours. You have to keep in mind that it's a very different layout of a city because we are blessed with this green belt that actually circles around the city. It's called the National Capital Commission, which actually has protected wetlands and forest areas, which actually provide all this wonderful nature trail hikes for us. But it does separate the core from those other eastern, south, and west side suburban developments. And each area has a different vibe. Canada's high-tech and family-oriented, Orleans is bilingual with strong community feel, and Barrhaven is suburban comfort at its finest. And understanding your lifestyle needs like commute, schools, and walkability will actually help narrow down where you should land. And public transit is still developing. While LRT is actually expanding, it doesn't fully connect all the suburbs as of yet. And if you're planning to work downtown, commute time should be a big consideration when buying. Another thing that often surprises newcomers is Ottawa's roads, particularly the potholes. With heavy snow, thaw, and rain cycles, potholes are a serious issue here, especially in the spring. Some roads can actually be rough until city crews get around there to repair it. It's a good idea to be cautious as seasons change and stay updated on city repair maps. Little local tip here, use Google Maps commute tool to run a test during weekday mornings. You actually get a more realistic picture of daily travel time. And check the City of Ottawa's website for the Pothole Patrol map to report or track repairs. Yes, Ottawa is more affordable than Toronto or Vancouver, but prices have risen dramatically. The average home price sits around $700,000 as of 2025. and the popular suburbs are creeping towards 1 million for large detached homes. However, you don't get more value per square foot. Some often come with larger lots, garages, and finished basements, and rental rates are rising, but still far lower than what you would pay for other major cities. And first-time homebuyers may find more success in areas like Bell's Corners, Riverside South, and parts of Orleans or Stittsville. And new builds are also plentiful, but they're not cheap. Insider strategy here is to look at fringe neighborhoods like Vanier North, Carlington, or Elmville Acres for detached homes with long-term upside. There are a lot of things people love about Ottawa. It's clean, green, family-friendly, and incredibly safe. And the city offers an incredible variety of parks, museums, libraries, and also cultural centers that enrich day-to-day living here. It's consistently ranked as one of the safest cities in Canada, making it ideal for families and retirees. Outdoor enthusiasts can actually take advantage of easy access to skiing, hiking, kayaking, even biking within the city itself. And Ottawa also features over 800 kilometers of multi-use paths and trails, including highlights like the Rideau Canal, the Greenbelt, and the Gatineau Park, including the Experimental Farm. And education is strong here, with top-rated public schools, institutions like the University of Ottawa and Carleton University drawing in national and international students. From a career standpoint, Ottawa offers a stable job market. The strong government sector provides predictable employment, and the tech city in Canada North is one of Canada's largest tech hubs. Compared to other urban centers, the city's unemployment rate remains relatively low. And despite being the capital of Canada, Ottawa still manages to feel like a community. Neighborhoods such as Westboro, Glebe, Hintonburg, and Old Ottawa South have a strong local identity, and it's easy to get plugged into your area through local markets, festivals, or even rec leagues. However, it's not without its downsides. Housing can be surprisingly expensive in some of the more central and trendy neighborhoods. Places like Westboro, Glebe, Rockcliffe Park often rival Toronto in pricing. Inventory is limited in popular suburbs such as Barrhaven, Canada, and Orleans, and detached homes in these areas frequently exceed the 1 million mark for larger properties. Public transit is another sore spot. While the O-Train LRT is expanding, it's had its share of reliability issues and still doesn't offer broad coverage outside the city's core. And for many living in suburban or even rural areas, a car is absolutely essential when living in Ottawa. And lastly, Ottawa's status as a government town means bureaucracy is a fact of life. The dominant presence of federal jobs can actually create a red tape mindset that actually seeps into services. And the pace of innovation in the private sector tends to be slower than in cities like Toronto or Vancouver. And still, for people who value space, safety, and lifestyle, Ottawa continues to stand out as a hidden gem. Now, a little bit of a local tip here: for a quiet evening with charm, head to Westboro or Wellington West for local dining. For something more upbeat, Byron Market still holds its own. Real estate here is competitive, but nowhere near as cutthroat as GTA or Vancouver. Still, low inventory in desirable school zones can actually create bidding wars. It pays to work with a local expert who actually knows zoning laws, intensification guidelines, and where value can still be found. There are heritage neighborhoods with strict rules, infill projects actually reshaping older communities, and tons of new builds on the fringe. Understanding your goals, turnkey versus renovation, long-term versus short-term, is a key insider strategy. If you're hunting for a deal, check listings that have actually been on the market for 21 plus days. Motivation to negotiate usually increases around that time. There are little things that actually catch people off guard as well. For example, Ottawa has very specific garbage and recycling rules. You can't just toss trash into a bag on the sidewalk downtown. Winter parking bans are real and they're enforced. And green bin usage is the norm. Beyond logistics, it's helpful to plug into your neighborhood association or even meet with your ward councillor. That connection can help with everything from understanding local development to getting involved in community events. Now, local tip: bookmark ottawa.ca for garbage calendar alerts, winter parking updates, even local news that affects your neighborhood. Ottawa has so much to offer, but be sure that you're fully informed before making the move. And if you're serious about making a move and buying a home here, feel free to reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even wrap it up in a bow and send it first class, because we got your back. We're moving to Ottawa or anywhere across Canada. Each and every week, we're bringing brand new videos just like this one, so make sure to tap that subscribe button and click that bell so you're notified each and every time we do a brand new video. Till next time, take care.